Now, of course, it's shrimp, so you don't need to cook them a lot on either side. We cooked it, we prepped it, put in all the hard work. Now we get to eat it. It looks really nice, smells really good, and I'm excited to eat it. Okay everyone, and welcome back to another edition of MCV Taste Love. My name is Tony, I'm your host. So typically when I host these shows, I do a pasta dish or a chicken dish, and that's not gonna change this time because I am doing a dish called shrimp fried diavolo, which is basically a spicy red sauce pasta with shrimp in it. You can also do it with chicken or meat, whatever you like, sausage typically. Let's get started on this dish. Okay, first, we're gonna cook our shrimp. Our olive oil in, spread this around, dump our shrimp in here, and we're just gonna let these cook up. Shrimp is in our little olive oil mixture. Don't need anything else to go in there. Now, of course, it's shrimp, so you don't need to cook them a lot on either side. Just a little toss in that oil. You see they cook so fast. Could be that I use too much oil in this pan. We put our shrimp in, doesn't take long at all. You can see it's starting to smoke up. There's a lot of oil in that pan. Now our shrimp is done, we're gonna cook our pasta. We're gonna salt our water, and we're gonna add our pasta to the hot tub. The really exciting part. And now we'll cook our pasta and wait. Okay, so our pasta's been cooking in the hot tub here. Most people like to have their dishes al dente with a firmer pasta. I'm exactly the same. And don't forget, our pasta is also gonna cook in our fried diavolo sauce mixture too. So this is, you can see it here. It's good to go, ready to be removed off the water. Now we're gonna do the most fun part, I think, which is actually creating our fried diavolo sauce. So this is fine, firm, al dente. Ready to go, ready to make our fried diavolo sauce. That's next. We have to obviously chop some of our ingredients up. So we're gonna start, because I do so many pasta dishes on here, one thing you always see me cutting is parsley. So we're gonna cut our parsley. Always chopping the stems off, of course, right? We don't need those stems. We just want our leafy parsley. You can use really proper knife skills. I had better knife skills at some point in my life. For the purposes of this show, I tend to want to just sort of get the job done, even if it's kind of ugly. So next, let's chop up our garlic. At home, I would probably use even more garlic than this, probably maybe even twice as much as this, because I just like a lot of garlic. But this is perfect amount for this dish. So we have all our ingredients chopped. We have our pasta ready to go. Our shrimp is done. Now, kind of the main part of this dish, we're going to make my favorite part, the actual fried diavolo sauce, spicy red sauce. Let's get to it. Let's make our fried diavolo sauce. Olive oil, our garlic. We're gonna add in our crushed tomatoes. Tomatoes are in. Salt. Pepper. Crushed red pepper flake, just a little bit there. This is white cooking wine, Vietnamese white cooking wine. Just a little bit in there. This is our basil, good amount of that. And we're gonna add in our beautiful fresh oregano. Make sure to keep stirring this. This cooks nice. Add some more oregano in here. That looks really pretty. I always talk about colors when you cook. I love it. I think it looks really, really nice, really beautiful, the green and the reds. We're gonna let that cook for a little bit. Once that's cooked up a little bit, we'll add our pasta back in and we'll continue on. We're gonna add our pasta back into our mix. Make sure that's really moving around, tossing around in there so it gets all garlic and all the tomato sauce in there. Okay, now that our pasta is in, we're going to put in our parsley. Love all that color, that green of that parsley. All right, now we want to add back in our shrimp. We're gonna let all that oil the shrimp's been sitting in right into our mixture too. This is moving around. I want to add a little more salt. All right, everything's mixing in. The shrimp is cooked in with the pasta and the sauce. Everything's mixed in nice. You can sort of aerate it and toss it around a little bit. We've done all the hard part now. Everything's in the bowl, everything's good to go. We're gonna plate it, we're gonna eat it. I can already tell it's gonna be spicy and really, really good. I'm excited to eat this. Let's plate it and let's eat. Okay friends, now we've arrived to the best part of the meal, of course. We cooked it, we prepped it, put in all the hard work. Now we get to eat it. This shrimp fried diavolo, I have to say, I honestly don't cook this very much. I love this dish, I just don't cook it very often. I'm pretty excited about this. It looks really nice, it smells really good, and I'm excited to eat it. Let's dig in. Let's get a shrimp and really get some of this pasta. All right. Oh yeah. Look at that. You got everything in here in one bite. See how it tastes. It's a bit different even than I thought it was gonna come out. It's been a while since I've made this dish. I cook similarly at home with kind of I basically use the fried diavolo concept. I'm always making like a spicy tomato pasta or different kinds of pasta, but this is kind of by the book-ish fried diavolo with the basil and the oregano and the parsley. It's really good. Like I said, it has less heat than I thought it would, but it's still really, really tasty. You're getting a ton of flavor in every bite, which I really appreciate. I'm getting more of the heat now than I did before, so that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, this is an overall well-balanced dish. I think you can have this for lunch or dinner. You get kind of like a buttery smooth pasta with oregano and basil and heat and a little bit of garlic, not too much heat for people who don't like spice. This is really nice. And the shrimp is, is fantastic too. So honestly, this was really fun to make and even more fun to eat. It's been a while since I've made a fried diavolo and even longer since I've made a shrimp fried diavolo, but that's the way I think it would be done if you're making this dish. You can make it with chicken, you can make it with sausage, but I think shrimp or even scallops, I think a seafood fried diavolo is the best kind. So this was a blast to make, my favorite I think that I've made so far. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section. My name is Tony, this is MCV Taste Love. I'll see you guys next time.